You can't read this. Neither could most of the men who spent 40 years deciding what to do with it. What you're looking at is 2,000 years old. It was written before the fall of Jerusalem, before the destruction of the Second Temple, before Christianity had a name. It was found in 1947. The first complete academic publication came out in 1991. 44 years. No one ever gave a satisfying explanation for the delay. His name was Muhammad Edib. He was 16 years old. He was a Bedouin shepherd from the Ta'amira tribe. In the winter of 1947, he was grazing his flock near the cliffs above the Dead Sea. One of his goats wandered off. He followed it into the ravine. He saw a hole in the cliff face, not a cave entrance, a hole, narrow enough that a grown man would have to squeeze through. He threw a stone inside to startle the animal. He heard something break. It wasn't his goat. It was a clay jar, 2,000 years old, intact until that moment. Inside that jar, and in the 7 other jars beside it, were scrolls, wrapped in linen, preserved by the desert, untouched, for 2 millennia. He took 3 of them, wrapped them in cloth, went back to camp. He didn't know what they were. He thought they might be worth something. He was right. He just had no idea how many people would eventually agree with him, and what that agreement would cost. He came back the next night, with others. They emptied the cave. 7 jars, multiple scrolls, lifted out by hand, in the dark, without gloves, without documentation, without any understanding of what they were carrying. Before that night, those texts belonged to the rock. After that night, they belonged to whoever could buy them. Within weeks, the scrolls changed hands. Bedouin merchants, an antiquities dealer in Bethlehem, an archbishop, an American institution, a newly formed Israeli government, 5 transfers in less than 7 years. Each time, the hand that received them closed a little tighter. By 1953, an international scholarly committee had been granted exclusive access to the full collection. Exclusive. That word, in the context of ancient texts with direct relevance to 3 major world religions, is not a neutral word. It means someone decided who was allowed inside and who wasn't. The committee had 7 members, all of them Christian, 6 of them Catholic. There was one exception. John Marco Allegro, philologist, University of Manchester, the only non-Catholic on the International Dead Sea Scrolls Committee. He was appointed in 1953. He was 30 years old. He was given direct access to the original manuscripts. What he saw inside that committee convinced him of one thing. The work was moving too slowly. The access was too restricted. The decision about what to publish and when was being made by too few people, with too little transparency and too much to lose. He was a philologist. He argued for deadlines, peer review, and broader access to the text. In 1956, 3 years after joining the committee, Allegro went to the BBC. He gave a series of radio broadcasts, public in plain English, about what the scrolls contain and what was being done with them. Allegro spoke publicly, in plain English, to anyone who would listen. What the committee redacted is in the first link below. Find it. The committee's response was immediate. Eight colleagues, 8 signatures, on a letter formally distancing themselves from Allegro's public statements, sent within 72 hours of his first broadcast. Consider that speed. An international committee of scholars working across multiple countries coordinated a formal written response to a radio broadcast in 72 hours. The scrolls themselves took 44 years to publish completely. Priorities are visible in what moves quickly. The consequences followed him for the rest of his career. In 1947, A cave in the Judean desert. No door, no lock, no key, no guard. Anyone could walk in. No one was watching because no one knew. In 2026, the Shrine of the Book, Jerusalem, climate controlled, humidity monitored, access by accreditation. Guards in 3 languages, scholars from around the world file formal requests to see what a 16-year-old shepherd touched with his bare hands. The cave asks nothing of you, the building asks everything. Somewhere between those 2 places, between that cave and that building, a decision was made. Not a dramatic decision, not a meeting with a vote, not a conspiracy, just a series of small, reasonable, well-documented choices made by credentialed people in appropriate committees over several decades. That resulted in this, the most significant manuscript discovery of the 20th century, restricted, delayed, filtered by the very institutions whose job was to protect them. They didn't hide the scrolls, they just decided you didn't need to know what was in them. There's a name I can give you, just a name, nothing more than that, not here. See you soon.